So in this short video, I'll be talking about the possibility of having a version 2.6 additional rerun banner. And the reason for this is because I just did a video, and many of you already know in the community, that version 2.7 may be delayed. It is unofficially confirmed, okay, at this stage, at the time of posting this video. Hoyoverse has not made any official statements yet. They're probably seeing how it's going to go. But as we already know, there are new events that have replaced the Spices from the West event that was originally planned for the later Phase 2 of the version 2.6 patch, which we are currently on, which we're about to enter. So, having said that, the purpose of this video is just to really speculate if, a big if, okay, if version 2.7 is delayed for its launch, then that means version 2.6 must be extended, right? And we already know that it's going to be extended because the Marvelous Merchandise Lieben event is going to end on May 13th, which is after the anticipated launch date of version 2.7, which would have been May 11th, right? And we all know that after the events, there's always 1 or 2 days of no activities in the game as well. So then there's a few more days there, right? You know, so what does that mean? So potentially this raises the question of maybe they're going to either A, extend Ayaka's banner to give her the extra period of time, whether that's another week or whatever it is, a week or two, or would they take this opportunity to fill that gap by putting in and placing a rerun banner? And as we've now seen, rerun banners can have 2 characters on them, 2 5-star characters. So let's take a quick look and just make a quick guess here at which ones there are. Now, this does not replace my previous version 2.7 rerun banner predictions video, which is live and still going on my channel. For that video, and I will use that as a template for this video, I said it would be Klee, Arataki Itto, Yoimiya, and Kazuha. As you can see on the screen, Klee is missing from this, because I feel that Klee is coming later in 2.8 or maybe in the future, right? So probably 2.8 is my guess. So that's why I'm moving her out of this, but I think that she has a chance for 2.7 still. That's why I'm keeping her on that banner. This video is for 2.6. If we were to get a 1 week or 2 week, filler rerun banner, who would that be? Okay, and if that's the case, I think it's going to be Arataki Itto has a high chance, because I originally planned that he would come for 2.7, which I think is great, but in the current Irodori Festival, which is still ongoing, but I've already completed, and many of you have already completed as well, all the characters, including Klee, made an appearance. Many of the characters, not all, but many of them did make an appearance. Now, Xiao did not make an appearance. However, we'll talk about him in a moment, right? But Itto, Yoimiya, and Kazuha all made an appearance in the storyline event, which I really enjoyed and loved, and I did stream those, so if you're interested, do check them out, okay? But anyway, I feel that Arataki Itto could easily be brought back. You know why? Because in the upcoming weapon banner for Ayaka's Mist Splitter Reforged, the other weapon that is on that banner is the Unforged Claymore. And I actually, just so happens, I actually have it on my Arataki Itto because that's the weapon I gave him. So it just makes sense that they could easily put him in as a rerun banner filler, unless there was another plan for him to come back in 2.7 or 2.8 with a specific storyline purpose, right? I don't know, but I feel like if they were to put him in any banner, he could definitely fit in right now really easily into the 2.6 Phase 2 with Ayaka. I think that that's a really good possibility, because the weapon just makes sense as a Claymore character, because I don't think that there are any other Claymore characters that have not got a rerun yet so far. Like Eula had it a few patches ago, D-Luke is not a featured 5-star, he's a standard, right, and then there are no other 5-star Claymore characters actually. These are the only 3, because all the other ones are 4-star, as you can see here, and I have all the characters in the game. So that's why he has a very high chance. Moving along. Xiao. Now, Xiao, from what I recall, he's not part of the current Irodori Festival event, which is fine. But the reason why I bring him up is because in the current patch, 2.6, we got the new, the new, here, let me actually use this other menu here. We got the new domain, right? Which is this one, which I unlocked in the chasm, right? The valley. And in this, the Lost Valley. And in here, we have the echoes, which is technically for, Ayato, this Echoes of Offering, that's not the one we're talking about here. I'm talking about the Vermilion Hereafter. This is basically a Xiao, set, okay? And for this reason alone, because we got this unlocked in this patch, then he could easily be rerun in this patch so that, he could get, it just makes sense for him to have it alongside with his artifacts, right? So that's fine. However, he did not appear in the storyline. I strongly believe he did not, right? Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I don't think he did. So for that reason, he's kind of iffy if he was to appear. He did get a rerun a few patches ago, and it would be iffy for him to rerun because Hoyoverse has made it clear in a previous live stream a few patches ago. They said that they want to line up the characters with the weapon banners and also with the storyline for the patch. So because Xiao did not appear in the storyline in this patch, it would be weird to plug him in. But in this case, it's an extraordinary circumstance if 2.7 is delayed for the variety of reasons that I discussed in my previous video, talking about the speculations and rumors that are going on, right? They're unofficial, but they're not leaks or anything. They're just obviously logical speculation because the event was, quietly replaced, right? The Spices from the West event, and also the dates have changed. So that's why. So because it's an extraordinary event and situation, they could technically bring Xiao back, and he would be another character that they could bring back for that reason, because he has that Vermilion Hereafter set available in this patch, which makes sense. It's related. So in that sense, it's related in the grand story of version 2.6 in that sense, right? Now, I haven't played the Chasm event yet. I want to make that clear. So maybe Xiao appears in the Chasm storyline with the Archon quest. I haven't done that yet, okay? So maybe then in that case, yes, if he does appear in those, which I don't know at this point, if he does appear in those, then technically, yes, it would totally make sense then for him to have a rerun in this patch, because his storyline would have been featured, or he would have been part of the storyline, so then that would match as well. So I want to put that out there, okay? Just in case people come after me, in case, I'm saying something unclear here. I did not do that yet, but based on the Iridori Festival, he was not part of that, that's why. But Itto was. So anyway, I would say these two have very high chance of being rerunning and possibly being rerunning together for just a limited 1 or 2 week period. That would be kind of cool, right? And they're both nice characters to have as well. So just keep that in mind. I've previously done reviews of them, so do check that out. Now, just to end this video on a really quick note, Yoimiya and Kazuha are both characters that I had already featured in my 2.7 rerun banner predictions video. I will once again say that both of them already appeared in the Iridori Festival, so both of them have an equal chance also to appear, unless MiHoYo or Hoyoverse has a plan for them to have specific extra storylines coming forward in 2.7 or 2.8. Then maybe, then there's that too, right? But if there was any time to put any of these characters in as filler, let's call it, to make an additional banner, just because of the whole uncertain situation with the maintenance ongoing and the Shanghai lockdown where Hoyoverse is currently headquartered, then yes, any of these characters could be added in. So anyway, I'll leave it there, but I feel like the top 2 characters are Itto and Xiao, for the reasons I discussed before, and if not, then it would be Yoimiya if they wanted to put her there as a filler character. I feel like Kazuha is a very anticipated character, so he would do really well. I think any of these characters would do really well. I know that initially when Yoimiya first launched, people didn't like the fact that her multipliers weren't that strong and didn't like her gameplay style being very boring, etc. I love her. Just so we're clear, I've loved her from the beginning. So I would just say I love all these characters. Of all 4, actually, I don't even use Xiao. Of all 4, I use Kazuha the most, and I do use Yoimiya here and there, and Itto I don't use as much, but I feel that he has some good usage overall too. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that version 2.7 is going to be officially announced to be delayed? And if it's delayed, do you think that they're going to plug in a filler additional banner at the end of 2.7 for 1 week or 2 weeks? And if they do that, who do you think is going to be likely rerun? Itto, Xiao, Yoimiya, Kazuha, maybe Klee, right? Maybe, I don't know about Shenhe. I mean, I didn't put her here, but Shenhe was only featured a few patches ago. That's why I don't think she's ready to be rerun yet. But mind you, Chasm is part of this patch. I feel like Chasm is going to be part of 2.7 as well, so you never know. Anyway, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much, and I did post a bunch of videos today, so check them out, and feel free to like, subscribe, hit the comments, leave me some comments, and also check me out in my Discord server and chat